Okay, hello. I am going to be going over language. Let's see. Lesson 77, page 135, okay? I'm just going to briefly explain to you what you'll need to do for those problems, okay? Commas in compound sentences. Now, you need to know the difference between a compound verb and a compound sentence, okay? Now, always read the instructions as I always tell you, even though I'm explaining it to you, you need to read it yourself, okay? Get it in your head. Read it a couple times if you have to, okay? Use a comma before the conjunction. Now, we all know what conjunctions are, right? The and, for, nor, yet, so on, okay? And you'll need to write on 1 through 8, write if it's CV or CS, okay? I'm going to do one. Let's see. My sister wrote a letter but forgot to mail it. Okay. I have to, remember, in language, there's always a couple things you have to do. Okay, it's never one thing, you know that. Write a box around the conjunction that you see. Now, find where conjunction is and box it. There's my conjunction. I need to write if this is CV or CS, okay? Now, when you read this, okay, if you have to pause for a minute and add a comma, then you know that it's a CS. If you don't, then it's a CV, okay? My sister wrote a letter but forgot to mail it, okay? Did you hear? Did I take a kind of little pause there? Just because you see a conjunction does not mean you need a comma, okay? My sister wrote a letter but forgot to mail it. So in this case, I'm going to write CV because I am not going to add a comma right here, okay? If I did, then you would write CS, okay? But in this case, I'm not. Now for, let's see, number 2, velvet feels smooth and it looks rich and glossy, okay? Now in that case, my conjunction is and. I will be adding a comma before the and, okay? Velvet feels smooth, comma, and it looks rich and glossy. Okay, there I kind of stopped for a minute, and I need to add a comma in that case. So therefore, on number 2, it'll be CS, okay? And I'm going to box my and. Also, add a comma before the and, okay? So that's the difference. So, on Think Bee, it's asking you to write the number that applies. Now, your rules are found on page, let's see, that you did the other day, last week, page 133. If you forget what the rules are, they're up here. Okay, so read through that to answer the Think Bee part. Okay, so that's it for now. Okay.